Hi everyone, it's Chenso from Reality Art Pod here to talk about Week 9's Thursday live eviction episode of Big Brother 27. Last time on Big Brother, Lauren's HOH went like 70% to plan when Morgan won the veto and Lauren replaced her with her true target Keanu, leaving Keanu, Will, and Ashley on the block. Before I dive in, I put a link in the description to my playlist to catch up on this season's recaps. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. You can use my link to try Paramount Plus for free. But let's dive into it, starting with our Thursday night tradition.
What's Julie wearing?
Ooh la la.
Exquisite.
Julie's wearing her good wig with the waves tonight, and she's donning a simple denim dress, more suited for dancing down the street in West Side Story than hosting a summer television show. I thought I liked the skirt, but the stitching makes it look like she's wrapped in a tree skirt. Julie does look good though. It's the wig for me. But let's dive into it. We pick back up after the veto meeting. Ashley doesn't like being on the block with Will, but she's ready to campaign to save herself. If Keanu loses the Blockbuster, Keanu's going home. But Will and Ashley against each other is a likely possibility that players have to prepare for. Vince and Lauren agree that they're not working with Keanu anymore, and Ashley, Will, and Morgan notice how close Vince and Lauren are, with Ashley pointing out to Morgan that Vince continues to choose Lauren over her, which upsets Morgan. Morgan's crying because Vince ditches her all the time, but the show doesn't do a good job painting how attached Morgan is to Vince and jealous of Lauren a lot of the time for no reason. Julie brings out Rachel, who looks absolutely resplendent in a red ruffle gown with jeweled bow necklace. I mean, look at Rachel's outfit compared to Julie's. Gorgeous is gonna devour cute every time. Rachel feels like she could have approached Ava differently, but she knew the twist from Reindeer Games and how she wanted the competition to go. She says her whole life flashed before her eyes in that wheel. On Keanu, she sees him as a hard worker, and she respects his game and work ethic, but not his messy gameplay. Julie points out that Rachel didn't get nominated or voted out, framing it as her stamping her name in history, and shows her iconic comic where she looks just like she does tonight. I'm glad they gave Rachel her chance at an interview, but I still feel bitter. Back to the house, Ashley's looking for votes. She starts by offering Keanu to trade votes for each other if either of them is safe. She also argues that nobody will want to be next to Will on the block, so it's better to keep her, and they bond over mutual resentment for Lauren. Ashley sees Keanu as a potential new shield now that Rachel's gone. Morgan is giving Vince the cold shoulder in the kitchen, so they talk and she airs out her grievances for him ditching her for Lauren. Vince takes Morgan's hand and he's not making lip contact, but he's kissing her hand. And he tells her he's going to be showering her with attention all day. Kelly has not been in this episode at all outside of this dance in the washing machine door. Keanu and Morgan chat. They also bond over targeting Lauren. Morgan loves that idea. Lauren out of the house means more of Vinny the lips belonging to her. Which brings us to present day. The BB Blockbuster comp, key to safety. Players need to untangle their ropes around the luggage cart until they have enough slack to reach their podium and insert their key. They get started. Girl, let me tell you something about Keanu. He's nimble and quick in his leopard shorts. He takes off like a rocket, gliding on the ground like butter. Ashley's behind him. At this point, she needs Keanu to get tangled up, but he's gliding like Magic Mike. This challenge goes for a while. They really tangled them up, but Keanu does get enough slack to win the competition, earning his safety and giving the house a very tough choice. Keanu better be getting that challenge call after this. I feel for Ashley and especially Will, who put his all into losing this challenge. He's in dire straits on the floor after this. Julie reveals to the group that Keanu won the comp. Will is limping coming back in. My heart aches. The vibe is sad, sad, sad. They get to speeches. Ashley cries through hers. These are waterfall tears. Will struggles to get words out, saying, I know you all love me, and if I leave, it's because I'm a lovable type of dude. And of course, a shout out to his chocolate drop. They get to the votes. Votes to evict Ashley are Ava and Kelly, and votes to evict Will are Keanu, Morgan, and Vince. Julie reveals that by a vote of 3-2, Will is evicted. An emotional goodbye, especially from Ava, who's crying hard, looking like the Grudge. A cute little exit, telling Julie he was voted out for being likable, and he can't change that about himself. No, he can't. Will loves the other house guests, saying they're lucky he's gone because he would have beaten all of them in a final two. Will says he's rooting for Ava to win, but that Vince is probably gonna win. But Julie interrupts him, saying expect the unexpected. Sounds like Julie's hinting they're gonna send Kelsey in there to get his ass. So we lose Will here, who was by and large the most easily likable person on this cast for both people in and out of the house. He had a rough start to the game, struggling to find his footing. He bonds with Ava in the first week, and over time took Ashley and Mickey under his wing, but the Bond alliance falling apart was a big dip for him. He was on the block for a few weeks, and I give him credit for A, making it clear that he's not happy to go on the block anymore, and B, getting into another alliance in the judges, and being involved in the Rachel side of the house. He talked a good amount of game on the feeds, though he was never the one in the driver's seat coming up with new ideas. The only way he realistically could have gotten much further than this was with better strategic gameplay. He would have had to campaign against Ashley and had had a perfect strategic game moving forward, and I'm just left feeling like the show is so stacked against the older house guests. I just think it's unrealistic for an older player with an injury to win the show, especially when it becomes basically the challenge. But I'd be ecstatic if we saw Will again on TV somehow, put him on the Amazing Race with Gwen, actually chocolate chop Gwen for Big Brother 28, but make the challenges equitable so she can have a chance. At the end of this episode, Julie tells us next week it's double eviction night, baby. Her words, not mine. And this damn mastermind is coming back. But at least no White Locust this week. So that's all I have to say about this episode. Let me know in the comments what do you think of Keanu winning the Blockbuster and Will's eviction. Who do you hope to win the HOH? If you like the video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be back later tonight with my week 9 player rankings and Wednesday to recap the veto episode. Until then, you know where to find me. Bye.